Good day. For the student of this course, AS 3103, or what they call the Animal Nutrition and Feeding. This is your Professor, no, Dr. Jaime C. Cabeles Jr., that will be tackling the syllabi first. Ano ba talaga ang content ng course na to, and then the same time, no, to give you awareness, no, as to the possible topic that we'll be discussing, no, in this course. So again, the course name that we have is Animal Nutrition and Feeding, and the course number is 3103. Now, kindly check your RF, no, for the corresponding course if you are enrolled or not. Now, for this course kasi will tackles the decomposition and the use of feeds, formulation of ration, and feeding practices for livestock and poultry. So meaning that we'll be discussing for the whole duration of the course. It will be focusing more on what they call the feeding practices. And not only feeding practices, but and how you're going to formulate ration or feeds for the different farm animals of economic value, meaning that it will be only focusing on the farm animals that is being sold in the market. And as one way that we can do what they call the competency that you can acquire from this course. We'll be using what they call the existing project, on the feed mill production of the college of Central Philippine, the College of Agricultural Resources and Environmental Sciences, here in Central Philippine University, and the production of the Philippine native chicken as example for this course, meaning that one way and how you can learn to perform, because this will not only tackle on equipping you on the technicality of the course, but at the same time we'll be tackling also on how to prepare you or to equip you practically. So in terms of the program outcomes, so we say about program outcomes in the taking up the course in this in BS agriculture. There are different program outcomes, and these program outcomes it will lead on to what they call the target, what will happen to the graduate or to the student after taking up this course and after graduating as an agriculturist. So we are hoping that you will be engaging in agricultural production and post-production activities as the main program outcomes. This is in connection with the outcomes of the agriculture. So hoping that with the knowledge that you will be experiencing or you will be learning in this course, will prepare you to be one of the agri in due times. So the topic that we'll be presenting or we'll be discussing in this course, I've divided that into two aspects. First is what they call the technical aspects and the practical aspects. So meaning that the technicality, I will be discussing that at the part one, and the part two will be more on what they call the practical aspects. This is what we observe on the graduates, among the graduates then of the college, that sabihin natin na maraming sumasabi that the graduate of the College of Agriculture are technically equipped, but they are practically deficient of its application. So meaning that in the first part, we'll be dividing that, ano ba talaga ang mangyayari dito on the first part. As you have seen in your screen right now, that the competency, ano ba ang competency, the course outcome. Kanina yung program, dito naman is about the course. On this part 1, you'll be able to identify the basic component of the animal diet. Isa kasi ito sa kinakailangan nyo later on if you will be engaging in animal production, is that the component of the animal diet. Ano ba ang pinapakain mo? Ano ba ang mga kinakailangan? And at the same time, along with this one, is that you can discuss the use and function of feed by animals. Ano ba ang function ng pakain ito sa hayop? So at least alam mo na, kung alam mo, and then isa kasi sa matingnan natin is that na ano ba talaga ang function nito. So meaning if you know the function and you know the basic component of the animal diet, ibig sabihin you can specifically formulate your own feeds intended talaga for that kind of animal or for that species of farm animals on that specific function. So on the part 1, the intended learning outcome, ibig sabihin that the learning that you can immediately acquire after taking up this course is more of what they call the organized learning experiences toward the production of supplemental feeds for farm animals. Ibig sabihin that you will not be doing the formulation, but you just organize the learning experiences. Learning experiences, ibig sabihin that yung mga nalalaman mo based on the discussion that we have here and based also in terms of the reading that you have acquired. Actually, what we're doing in right now, isa to sa mga intended natin. Now, kailangan mo kasi na you should organize that learning experiences. Paano mo siya organize? Is that to think it over. From the very start, from the first module to the last module in this aspects, the technical aspects. Yan ang dapat pag-aralan natin para na at least you can have internalized ano ba talaga ang kahalagahan nito if later on I will be engaging directly in the processing or the production of feeds. Isa kasi sa mga pinakamalaking bahagi ng kagastuhanan in terms of producing animals is the feeds. Remember that data shows that it ranges from almost 60 to 75% of the cost of production in raising animals is associated with feeds. Ano ibig sabihin yan? If you know on how to formulate your own feeds, meaning that you can further reduce the possible cost. It is not on the reduction possibly of the volume of feeds that you are giving, but possibly in terms of the cost. But if you have the way and how to further reduce the pig consumption, the better it will be. Only that because of the learning experiences that you have, dapat pag-aralan mo yan ng maigi para at least the production or the function, a certain function will not be omitted. So in terms of the teaching methodology, we'll be doing what they call the tatlong bahagi dito. We're doing what they call the podcasting. Ibig sabihin ng podcasting na para bang nakikinig ka sa radyo. Ibig sabihin that as I've discussed, wala kang tinitingnan, just listen to what I'm discussing. So ibig sabihin that if you're doing something, you can keep on doing it, but at the same time listening to my discussion. On the second part is what they call the video casting. So right now, what we are doing right now is a form of what they call the video casting. Why? Because you are listening, while you're also seeing what I'm presenting in the screen. Itong tawag natin na video casting. And the last one will be the webinar. So the webinar is that this is the replacement of in lieu of the seminar then. The seminar then, it is more of what they call the face-to-face. But here, the lecture or discussion is being done on the e-platform. So sa internet natin nagawa to, or what they call electronic platform, kung saan magkaharap tayo. This course will be more of what they call the podcasting and video casting, and yung ating naman na webinar, I will just set it in the announcement board. Kailan tayo mag-webinar, because also of the time that medyo alanganin, but I know that the podcasting and video casting, like what you're doing in right now, malaki ito ang may tutulong niya sa inyo. You can review it because it is recorded, but make sure that you have to internalize it, and if you have something to add on this teaching methodology that you think that it can be of help, don't hesitate to write it on the in our platform para at least makikita ko. Ang tingnan nyo palagi is that na na din ano ba ang pwede bang gawin natin to parang ganito, parang ganyan, para at least yung learning process namin, it may not be complete but it will trigger curiosity to the point that we can do it. At the same time, ang isipin nyo palagi is that na right after graduation or right after this course, can I do something to earn? It is because that in agriculture, we are promoting what they call agripreneur undertakings. So that is why that in the program outcomes that there is what they call the engagement of student of yours on the production and post-production activities. So this is more of what they call this teaching methodology that we have and for the teaching and learning activities. I will be giving ideas on doing what they call the online lectures like this one. And I am looking also on the possibility of peer mentoring. Ibig sabihin that maybe yung mga kaklase nyo or maybe the seniors can do help in mentoring you. Don't hesitate to contact them or to contact your classmate kasi iba kasi ang titingnan natin that it is what they call the interaction between students. Yung kung bakit that we are promoting this peer mentoring. And isa kasi is that we'll be also be giving knowledge in terms of what they call the home-based feed processing. Ibig sabihin yan that you can do feed processing right in your respective areas. Kasi pag tingnan natin kasi if you can produce it, why not have it also be sold dyan sa mga katabi nyo o kung sa mga kaibigan nyo o sa mga neighbor nyo para at least their cost of production may also be reduced. And looking also forward for what we call the limited actual practice in CPU feed mill para at least iba kasi if you have some experience. Actually we develop here we have here a small scale equipment na siguro to those who have an extra in life or maybe pag pili nyo pag-ipunan that you can also have it be done. You can also have it be done na kung saan you can produce your own supplemental feeds in your respective houses. Or para at least hindi na kayo maghanap-hanap kung saan pa, but you can specifically or have it be customized based on your needs. Yung isa pa is in terms of what we call the assessment. Sa assessment approaches naman natin, ito, we'll be doing what we call the schedule examination. Ibig sabihin that online, tandaan natin palagi that isa sa mga concern natin is that yung cheating, I know that you're old enough and responsible enough. Kayo nang bahala dyan para at least yung mga exam yung nakaschedule naman yan. And later on, we'll be discussing more on this part. And then assignment for discussion. Isa kasi ito sa mga kailangan natin. And possibly before the part on the technical aspect, we'll be doing also what they call the practical exam. Baka yung practical exam natin either it is in the limited face-to-face or it can be done in online, but possibly again these assessment approaches are all the time limited or time bound examinations. Ibig sabihin that we'll be spending time, so ibig sabihin na pag medyo bilis-bilisan nyo ng konti to answer because may limited time sa. And the expected output for technical aspects, talaga may output to and you're going to do it to pass this course, is the diagrammatic representation of the flow of ingested feeds up to ingesting undigestible biomass within the system of farm animals. Ibig sabihin pag pumasok yung patoka, ano ba o pakain, saan ba yan dumadaan, and then ano bang function with that corresponding part. So I know that this is already discussed on the in your two previous animal science subjects ang system, particularly in terms of the digestive system of the farm animals. It is either a simple or a compounded or modified stomach farm animals. So pakibalik lang doon, and if you want to do more na kung saan kailangan mo talaga na magdagdag pa ng karagdagang kalaman, again, please have it be done on yourself. Ito kaganda kasi I devised this syllabi Now, this is more of what they call the self-learning methodology. No, ibig sabihin that kahit ikaw lang isa, ibig sabihin that I will just only be scheduling the publishing of the content para at least sabay-sabay kayong lahat. But if you're medyo past learning kayo, siguro I know that you can easily have it be cooked. Tandaan natin that in this part of lecture is kind of teaching method, ang self-taught or what they call the self-learning methodology, assisted learning, na malaki ito matulong niya in terms if you are going to have it be internalized among yourselves. Okay, so meaning that I am expecting that you will be sending a specific instruction will be given along this way, on how you're going to do it. Now, on this expected output, tandaan nyo that this expected output will be based again to the learning that you learn on the technical aspects. Part 1. Now, in the part 1, we have it is comprised of about two modules. Makikita nyo naman dyan sa screen ninyo, the module that we have, and then for the module 1, now we'll be focusing more on what they call the basic of animal nutrition. Ano ba talaga ang basic ng animal nutrition? So I will be sharing here the term and yung terms na to. I know that this is limited term, but in the succeeding lecture that we have, nandoon naman nakasite naman kung ano ang mga term na to and how you're going to do para you can further expand it. At the same time, giving what they call the learning experience as to bakit ba talaga ang kalagahan ng farm nutrition among the farm animals. Kasi kailangan nyo to. This is more of what they call bakit na kailangan na pakainin. Same also with human. Bakit tayo kumakain? Ano ba ang importansya niyan? And then kung may kinakain tayo, ano bang classes of nutrients being are needed by the animals? Isa kasi sa nakita namin that I read some article, sumasabi that the requirement of the Southeast Asian countries in terms of animal product and byproduct aakyat at aakyat. Same also here. Nakita natin that the requirement halos yung mga tao seldom na, kaunti na kumakain ng vegetable. It is more of what they call the animal product, meat, milk, and eggs and other byproduct, processed byproducts. Parang ganon yan. That is why that as the region right now in Southeast Asia, as the requirement increases, ibig sabihin po na the demand and our the opportunity behind in raising animals is there. And kailangan na natin is that na how to reduce the cost in this, and that is why that we operate in this animal nutrition and feeding. The second part of the module 1 is what they call the function of feeds. Dapat malaman ano ba ang ginagamitan, ano ba ang function ng patokaran to, ng pagkain na to sa hayop. Now we'll be discussing that para at least malalaman mo. And then there is what they call the specific function and what are the nutrients needed, and the others will be discussed on this part. And then kung sa pag-ibig, there is what they call relationship sa animals and its feed of also relationship. Kasi ang titingnan natin dito is that if you, kasi ang pag-formulate ng patoka, hindi naman siya ganun kahirap. Ang problema lang natin is that na if natoka ng hayop yan, ano ba o nakain ng hayop yan, ano ba ang possibly na mangyari sa hayop. That is why that we must to determine ano ba talaga ang mga kailangan. This relationship is very critical for us, especially in the formulation of the feeds and compounding the feeds for farm animals. Kung kanya makain, anong posibleng epekto, ano ba ang different types of the feeds and classes of feeds. Alam niyo kasi if you're going to prepare yung patoka na yan o pakain na yan, ano ba ang pili mo na gamitin? So medyo marami-rami yan, and I know that it will be, aside from what I have written here, meron pa yan na iba that we could learn along the way. This is just only what I call the kung sa mga ito kung sa production input pa lang to, and you can add more as you will be doing more of the readings. On the module 2 is that this is more of what I call the feedstock and institutional composition. Ano ba talaga ang composition? Ano ba ang masustansya makikita natin sa mga pagkain na yan, no, sa pagkain na yan? At least alam mo na kung ano. Tandaan natin that not all of the feeds, no, sabihin natin na all in one, no, wala yan. Hindi uso yan sa pagkain ng hayop. So that is why that you must to learn na ano ba to ang mga nutrient na doon, no, paano mo gamitin, and then ano ba the feed ingredients, no. We'll be focusing more only on the local condition, wag po tayo maghanap ng wala sa atin, baka mahirapan tayo. So ibig sabihin that ano ba ang mga locally sourced out na materials natin dito na magamit natin sa patoka natin, and possibly also the season where there is what they call the abundance of it. No, kailangan mo kasi pag yung mga ginagamit mo na to formulate the feeds, no, hindi naman siya ganoon ka-abundant, ano mangyayari. So that is why that we'll be doing it. And then, no, we'll be also sharing some informations, no, in terms of the nutrient requirements of the farm animals. Again, we'll be only limiting on farm animals. No, siguro if you will be opted to raise other animals sa darating na panahon, no, at least you have the ideas and you can search for more, no, kung ano, no. Sa feeding standard and nutrient requirement, no, based on what they call the physiological activities, no, either it is for maintenance or what they call the production. So these are what they call the two modules, no, on the technical aspects. Siguro I will be tackling it. Tingnan natin as we go along with the discussion and presentation later on. Siguro if we can find time na kung saan to make it na siguro as you go along with the learning. Kasi ang isip ko noon is that I will be posting it all at once, no, para at least yung mabilis ka mag-learn, no, mabilis na matapos tong course. But I will be doing it more on what I call the schedule basis ang pag-publish, para at least dahan-dahan at sabay-sabay kayo matuto, no. Isa kasi sa mga kailangan natin, and then siguro sa mga katapos, for example, na habit be done na kung saan do more of the readings, no. I already attached some of the document here on your platform, and sana you can have added it with other pa, no, if you can read. On the part 2, no, this is what I call the practical aspects, no, of doing. So ang pinagkaiba lang dito is that na dito ang competition natin is that na you should be able na organize mo na yung learning mo doon on the technical aspect. Pwede bang on the part 2 naman gawin natin is that how you are going to formulate, no, to compound the ration, na to meet the nutrition requirement of the farm animals. In your laboratory, no, I will be putting up I will be instructing you on how to do it, na kung saan hindi naman kailangan na you'll be doing it on CPU, but right in your respective houses, na kung saan you can raise number of animals, no, and then have it be formulated, no, sa respective na lugar nyo. Yung kung bakit that please, no, have it be done. Ang tingin kasi natin that given the pandemic in right now, that I'm pretty sure that the competency of the learning that you will be getting from this institution, it's just a matter of how we motivate you, and at the same time, no, yung sa respective lugar. To those naman na siguro have the limited resources, you can have it be done na kung saan by group. Tandaan natin that as you travel, tandaan natin the risk associated along the way. So possibly bang find your groupmate na medyo mismo dyan sa paligid nyo, na malapit sa inyo, and then to those naman na may kakayahan to do it on their own, you can do it on your own, no. And then aside from that, formulate and compound ration to meet the nutritional needs of the farm animals. The second competency that we are opting for this part is that apply appropriate and sound management practices. Tandaan natin na kahit gaano kasarap yung pagkain na yan, As long as the management practices that you're doing is not good, it may affect the growth or what they call the performance of your farm animals. So dapat nagamitan talaga natin ano ba ang appropriate and sound management practices. Nakasama na yan. Na, and then the intended learning outcome na gawin natin right after is what they call you can perform the compounding and milling of supplemental feeds with confidence. Tandaan natin that isa sa mga experience ko personally is that I took this kind of subject halos 5 or 6 na times related to this one. Ang isa sa nakita ko, hindi mahirap ang magawa ng patoka o pakain sa hayop. Ang problema natin pag kinain niya. Kainin kaya yan? Kung kainin naman, anong posible na epekto naman sa growth at the same time in the quality of the product that you are intended to produce out of that farm animals. So this one, so for the teaching methodology is no same as the part 1, and then activities that we have ganon din. And then yung sa resources needed natin, we need what they call the online learning materials and feed milling facility equipment. Nandito yan sa CPU. But kung may kakayahan kayo doon bumili, and then sa tingin ninyo yung tinuturo natin dito can be of help, please you can acquire it. And then ang isa pa dyan is what they call the feed stock. So ibig sabihin that what you have learned in part 1 can also be magamit dito on part 2. In terms of the assessment approach, same also. And then the expected output for the particular aspect is that na yung formulated and processed feeds na supplemental feeds ninyo. Dapat meron nandoon na ngayon yan. And then yung data because yung laboratory para sa mabilisan na gawain. But if you would like to do it in other farm animals, depende na sa inyo. Baboy, baka, or kambing, you can have it be done. Please do not limit only yourself in the broilers and native chicken. For as long as you have the other kind of farm animals. Remember that we still have 4 months to go in this course. So ibig sabihin you still have the time to do it para naman mas mapagaan. Kasi ang ginagawa natin is that dito, tandaan natin that we are not only completing this kind of subject, but at the same time pwede bang gawin natin is that na talagang gawin natin. Maybe at the right of this course, you can formulate your own feeds and produce your own farm animals and sell it to the market. Kasi nakita ko kasi ito sa mga seniors nyo that even though that nag-aaral sila, but still their number, a few of them right now earning to what they're doing in marketing the farm animals. I know that if we did it on your seniors, I know that in your sa inyo naman, alam ko kaya nyo yung gawin yan. Iba kasi yung pinag-usapan. Mas maganda kasi na tingnan natin that being an agriculture, talaga ma-implement natin what we are learning from the school. So dito sa may practical aspect or what we call the part 2, we'll be dividing it into 2. Nutrition for simple and modified stomach animals. So ang simple stomach animals gaya ng sabi natin is that sa mga baboy, ayan ay simple stomach animals, yung baboy. Ang modified stomach naman is in terms of your mga manok, modified stomach yan na may kakayahan sila to digest high fiber supplemental feeds. So in the nutrition for simple and modified stomach animals, may 3 module tayo dito. We have what they call the compounding the rations. Dito malalaman kung paano gawin ang pag-formulate ng patoka. So ibig sabihin that what you have learned in the module 1 and 2 talagang implement yun dito on module 3. I've given dito yung mga learning process, yung mga topic natin to be listed. Nalistahan natin dito. But as we go along, maybe we can add more para mas mapaganda pa natin yung presentasyon natin. Kanina sabi natin is what they call the sound practices. Ito kasi ang isang kita natin is that if you formulated the feeds, ang gawin naman natin is that how you're going to have it be feed to the animals. Ano ba ang mga protocol in terms of using that kind of feeds that will be tackled on Module 4. And then yung Module 5 natin, this will be more of what they call the feed milling. So feed milling. Sa feed milling kasi merong different types yan. We have what they call the home base. Ibig sabihin right now, along the way that we implement, ang isa sa tingnan natin is that na possibly itong home base feed milling dyan sa inyo mismo sa mga bahay ninyo, you can formulate your own feeds. And then we have also the community, medyo malaki-laki na to ang kailangan, and then what they call the commercial feed milling. But don't worry, ang pinakamabilis nyo gawin that you can apply what you have learned is the home-based feed milling. And then para feed mill equipment, we'll be sharing to you the feed mill equipment. Hindi naman kasi kailangan. During the time when I am taking this course, ang tingin ko kasi baka mahirapan na mag-implement yung farmers on the feed milling kasi na mahal kasi na mga equipment. Hindi naman ganun. So meaning that we'll be sharing some of the equipment dito sa Central Philippine University na kahit maliliit lang siya, but we have the capacity to produce larger volume of the feeds. So meaning that we'll be finding means in your laboratory na kung saan you can have it be practiced, only that will be limiting the number of students na pwede makapasok dito for such competency. At saka ang isa pa doon is that consideration natin on the feed milling. Ano ba mga consideration natin? Kasi sabihin natin that balak ko sir na magpatay ng business related to feed milling. Walang problema. Just learn. Try to take a look to study the consideration. And then we have also the pre and post milling handling practices. Isa kati to sa mga kailangan natin. That if you're going to have it to produce yung mga pakain o patuka nyo dyan, ano ba ang dapat natin gawin? To protect also the quality of the supplemental feeds that we are producing. Otherwise kasi, if we keep on producing, but we don't know how to handle it, yung feedstock lang natin, o di kaya natin yung mga na-process na patuka natin, baka masira yung quality. And at the same time, if you'll be opting to have it be sold in your neighbor, sa mga neighbors nyo yan, so kaibigan nyo, we'll also be sharing some information on how you're going to do what they call the product costing and pricing. Kailangan natin yan para at least kumikita tayo. Otherwise, if we as agriculturist, hindi tayo kumikita, ibang usapan na yan. So this is what they call the learning that we can get on this particular in this what they call the nutrition for simple and modified stomach animals. Aside from this one, dinagdagan ko na lang para at least to those kasi ang tingin ko is that how about for those who will be raising a compound stomach? Pag sinabi rin compound stomach, it is made up of apat na compartment, yung stomach niya. You have what they call the larger part, the rumen, the reticulum, the abomasum, and the omasum. Parang ganon yan. Apat na bahagi yung stomach niya. And these are the farm animals that have the capacity to digest feedstuff na mataas yung fiber content niya. So, dito, we be doing what they call meron siyang tawag dito, tatlong module din. So, tatlong module dito that you can also use. So, baka may bala kayo dyan na mag-practice ng what they call the backyard cattle fattening and others. So dito, we'll be reviewing some of the information in terms of the ruminant digestive system. Ano bang bahagi ng ruminant digestive system? Kasi komplikado. Ito kasi sabihin natin na minsan sabihin, mas maganda pa mag-alaga ng ruminant animals na simple stomach animal kasi sa ruminant animals ang kailangan mo lang is damo. May punto po kayo. May punto kayo. Kaya lang medyo dapat malaman natin how to do it. So this is what they call the review and the nutritional requirement of the ruminant animals in terms of the dry matter. Kasi if you be feeding them with the grasses and rapidias, ano ba ang dry matter niyan? In terms of the age requirement, how many percent in terms of the dry matter will be given. Tandaan natin that if you're raising also ruminant animals, you can also open them with tawag dito yung concentrates. No, ang purpose niyan is that to assist or to give what is missing on the porridges. So kung anong kulang sa porridges, if you'll be giving the big concentrates, no, the better it will be. Tandaan natin that the formulation that we have did on the simple stomach animals can also be implemented, no, among the compound stomach animals. Only that the bouillon possibly marami-rami because na kaunti lang pala, no, because it is just only used to complement, no, to supplement, no, yung grasses and rapidias para yung mga nutrient requirement based on the function that we are opting for them, no, ma-attain nila. And then we have also, because nagamitin natin damo or paridyas, no, what are affecting na factors affecting pala, no, ng protein variation in the paridyas, no. So we'll be discussing it para at least alam mo nyo na kung ano pa kayang gawin natin para hindi masira yung quality ng pagkain na yan. So those are part of what they call the module 6. And for the module 7, in module 8, this is more of what they call the actual application. So we'll be doing this in our areas, no? So sa respective areas nyo, we will be doing what they call the silage making process and utilization. So, kailangan talagang gumawa nyo ng silage. Ang silage kasi, this is what they call the pakain sa mga ruminant na kung saan almost yung quality niya, no, is similar to what, not so similar, but nearer to the quality of the concentrated feeds na being used, no, or to feed, no, the simple stomach animals. Dito may tatlong bahagi dito, module 7. Anong ba requirement natin? No, because the silage making, it is more of what they call the fermentation. Tandaan natin that fermentation is different from putrefaction. So, ibig sabihin that pwede bang gawin natin na ano mga requirements yan, na para yung kalabasan ng ating silage mas maganda sa tikman, no, sa mga hayop natin. And mas mabilis kasi na tumaba yung mga hayop if we'll be feeding them with silage. And then we should also understand, no, what are the phases of silent fermentation and when to harvest, no, yung silage natin sa harvesting natin, no, kailan tayo dapat i-harvest yung silage na yan, and then kailan mo sabihin na ato properly pala na prepare to, no, and then how you're going to use it to your farm animals, because in temperate countries, no, they're using the silage especially during the winter na kasi limited yung pakain, so dapat na talagang gumawa sila ng silage. But the application is not only in these temperate countries but even in tropical countries like us, no, like ours, no. And then ang isa pa naman doon, no, kung tinatamad kayo during the second cropping, no, there is what they call the presence of what they call the hay. So dito naman, we'll be discussing about the importance and the steps on how you're going to do what they call the hay. Kasi ang isa dito sa Pilipinas, tama yung sabi na hindi tayo nag-experience naman ng winter, but we're experiencing drought, no, especially in the month from as early as February, no, up to the month of May, na kung saan minsan umabot pa hanggang June na walang pakain sa hayop. So dapat na during the time when these grasses and forages, no, medyo abundant, dapat, no, naka-prepare tayo. So how you going to do it is either you can have it be in the process of silage making or you can have it be in the hay. So ano magawin natin? So dito naman discuss natin, no, yung steps on how to do it, and then ano ba ang mga crops na viable, no, for the hay making, no, kailan siya harvest, paano sa patuyuin, at saka yung baling. Pag sinabi baling kasi maawa naman kayo, yung pinaka-common practice kasi in the farm is that nasabihin natin na para bang yung dagay-dayami, no, after the dressing, no, binibilad yan sa araw at saka tinatalian yan, no, yun ang ginagamit ng iba, tinatalian, and that pagtali niyan is what they call the baling. Tandaan natin that the information or the learning that we'll be sharing in this course, no, is just a preliminary. Pwede pa niyong dagdagan yan. So don't confine yourself lamang sa what I'm teaching here, but possibly you can add more information. No? And then na pati yung storage and then yung quality and kung paano gamitin, no, will be also be sharing that information. So those are what I call the informations or the learning process that you'll be learning, no, in this course, no, in animal nutrition, no. So the references there, kung makikita niya naka-blue na yan, that is what I call the link na kung saan you can have it be click para ma-open nyo kung saan yan, na may tatlong tayong ebook na pili nyo makuha, but in the pages na kung saan doon nakalagay yung other information, I'm also putting some link on it para if you want to read more about it, you can click that link. Now, in terms of the course policies and procedures, tandaan natin that we have also the course policies and procedures, even though that this is an online learning process. Nung nakaraang taon, and the first year of implementation, because na lahat halos na bago, no, hindi lang kayo but even the faculty, no, the college and the university na bago in this platform, yung kung bakit na medyo mapagsinsya nyo ng konti. We are still in the process of adjustments. So, but in this course, no, ito ang kailangan natin, attendance. So, kasi naman attendance natin dito is more of what we call this is more on tawag dito, more on the online. So, ibig sabihin na unlike in the face-to-face na meron ng class record. So, dito naman, I will be monitoring your tawag dito yung inyong attendance based on your activity. No, ibig sabihin, no, makikita ko dito yung activity nyo. So, dito, ang folder natin, including lecture about all that is almost mga 75 hours of session, no? And you're only allowed to absences of 20% for the total session hours. So, ibig sabihin pag may sakit kayo dyan o kung may connectivity problem, kindly inform me ahead of time. Now, how I will going to monitor your activity. Kindly follow this step. Ito kasi ang hindi dito kasi yung dapat yung attendance nyo should be monitored. If you can find in your platform, you have what they call the people. Dito sa teachers platform na to, makikita dito yung mga activity nyo. So, for example, during the time when I record this video casting, si Diana Castillon, no? Dito, no, pumasok sa in the platform last September 2, no? Grabe ang gabi, no? 10:31, no? Alas 10 ng gabi. And si Diana have spended almost 8 minutes and 14 seconds, no, of browsing, no, our platform. All the rest may pumasok dito but just pasok pa lang, no, because last September 2, no, nilagay ko pa lang is the syllabi. No, pagpasok nila, no, yung activity nila, no, hindi dito nalagi, ibig sabihin na they just open and then out of the platform, no, hindi nyo na screen yung platform. Tandaan nyo, kahit i-open nyo yan, no, as long as you are not reading something out of it, no, hindi mag-register dyan in terms of the total activity. And I can also monitor here in terms of the attendance, no, kailan kayo pumasok, maawa po kayo. I can monitor your last activity here. Ganyan din with your other faculty. Now, your other faculty, they can monitor your activity based, no, on your in this kind of platform of the Canvas. So, there's no way. So, ibig sabihin that your activity, total activity, and the last activity that you have, no, I can measure your attendance, no, dito sa platform na to. Now, and that is why that I'm sharing it, para at least I can makita nyo bakit and how the faculty, no, can measure. There's no need for us to have it roll call, but just checking, no, yung activity nyo, malalaman namin kailan kayo pumasok, ilang minuto sa na-spend nyo. That is why that dito, nalagay ko dito, you're only allowable to 20% of the total time. So, ibig sabihin na 20% of this one. Parang ganun. In terms of the academic honesty, I know that you are responsible enough, tandaan nyo, wala kayong niloloko, sarili niyo mismo. Tanda natin, cheating is highly prohibited. Plagiarism, no, pag-copy po ninyo, and publication of statement beyond reality. No, ibig sabihin that you are telling something beyond, no, sobrang sobra na siya, and conspiring also with others for acting dishonest work. No, ibig sabihin na you'll be reporting your activity in your laboratory, picturean nyo, but actually what you're doing is that you taken the pictures, no, from other houses or from the project. Maawa po kayo. Sabihin nyo sa klase, dito lang picture natin, and then we try to publicate the data at saka ipasa natin kay sir. Maawa po kayo. No? Ang niloloko ninyo is yung sarili nyo. Now, in terms of assignment and group works, no, students are expected to submit assignment as schedule. So, ibig sabihin na we'll be putting up the schedule. Linya naman, lagyan tayo ng enough time na kung saan yung assignment will be submitted. But if you fail, no, to pass the assignment, meaning you will earn 0 points for that assignment. So, except at kung may problema kayo in terms of connectivity or maybe nagkasakit kayo, na kindly inform me ahead of time and attach corresponding proof that indeed nangyayari yan. Now, for the limited code of conduct, for the limited hands-on experience, dito naman, I'm thinking of doing it because na iba kasi ang usapan pag meron tayong hands-on experience. So, I will be only limiting to 5 student per session. And if possible, no, mauna mo na yung mga fully vaccinated na mga estudyante. So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi pa kayo bakunado, tingnan natin ang possibility and how you can reach, no, Central Philippine University. In terms of the grading policy, no, at least para makita nyo, no, ito yung grading policy natin. So, ibig sabihin that assessment method in week, quiz, no, assignment, and then yung major exams and practical exams. No, ang total points and frequency nakalagay naman dito. For the breakdown, no, of your grades, na parang ganito yan. So, for the laboratory, no, we'll be taking that later on. Pakiantay na konti for the laboratory because I'm still contemplating on how to do it na magiging mas convincing at saka talagang mamotivate kayo on how to do it. No? Pakiantay na konti for the laboratory para later on, no, I can input it. Your teacher in laboratory will be different from your teacher in the lecture, but make sure that the content, no, I will be the one to review the content para at least yung practical application. So those are what I call the content of this course. No, hope that it is being clear to all of you. And if you have some questions or the queries, no, you can have it be written, no, dito sa my announcement board natin. So I am putting here some of the announcement na dito. You can have it be reply, no, and then if you have some, tingnan natin, even in the discussion, no, sa discussion I will be putting up dito sa discussion some of the needed information that where we can share the learning process. Tanda natin that it is not only that you learn from this course, but even us here at Central Philippine University, we are sharing the information, but this information, no, is very critical for us. No, so hope that you understand and will making this course to be as enjoyable as it will be, para lahat tayo while taking up this course, no, magiging kaya-aya para sa lahat. And then remember always that yung mga learning natin dito, no, pag nagamit natin, habit bidan na kung saan, no, para naman magiging maayos, and then making sure that we'll be doing what they call more of the green pinyoran taking study natin, that pwede bang right after graduation, no, instead of being employed, no, or finding job, why not create job. So, for the number of persons, for the enrollee na naka-enroll dito, I know that lahat-lahat naman siguro dito, no, na kalagay dito siguro, no, you're officially enrolled, no? But I will be reviewing this later on, no, on if the official class record will be no, submitted or given to us. So ibig sabihin that please, no, if hindi i-check nyo palagi, no, if you're officially enrolled talaga sa subject na to. So again, good day and see you naman, no, on the other podcast and video cast that we have, and pakiantabay sa webinar natin kung kailan yung webinar natin na para doon tayo makita-kita, no. Again, good day and see you for the next podcast and webcast that we have.